This 14-year-old shrieking like a little girl is Jesse Stone, or Randy, as he likes to be called.
Personally, I can't believe this is a horrible thing, Randy John. That's a horrible thing. When you swear up and this, Randy John, you've lied about stuff before. I just want to see you from this moment because you can't come home now. So you're going to be going over to the jail. Understand? There's nothing I can do to protect you. You're on your own against the courts.
Right now, Randy has just realized that his life is over because of a brutal crime against a 91-year-old woman. But what you have seen so far is just a tiny part of his story, because in the interrogation we have for you today, you will witness one of the sickest and most twisted 14-year-olds to ever exist.
I hope and pray you did not do this, because this is horrific. Look at her. Look at her. This is a human being, and she deserves justice.
Early in the morning on July 9th, 2024, police in Reddick, Florida received a 911 call that shattered their hearts. On the other end of the line, a 91-year-old unnamed woman told police that she had woken up to a stranger in her home. He put a pillow over her head, was violent with her. The idea of that happening to anyone, let alone someone who was 91, was almost too horrible to believe. But when officers arrived, they discovered it was much worse. The victim was bleeding heavily. She had several lacerations across her face, arms, and body that required treatment. Fortunately, it didn't take police long to track down the person who did this to her. Using footage from neighborhood cameras, they were able to identify 14-year-old Randy John as the perpetrator, whose legal name is Jesse Stone. After collecting a DNA sample, police were able to positively link him to the crime scene. They promptly pulled him out of school to interrogate him. He was joined by his grandmother, Michelle, who is his legal guardian, and who he often refers to as Mom. The following footage was kindly provided to us by the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
There's a million different things you can do. Being outside where you don't belong, and you know you don't belong out there.
I'm sorry, but I'm an outdoorsy person.
You're not an outdoorsy person. You're a sit in front of the TV kind of guy.
I don't have TV. I'm outside.
Well, I don't know. I hope and pray you did not do this to us.
I didn't.
I hope and pray. I hope and pray you did not do this. Because this is horrific. This is a human being. And she deserves justice. She does. If this would have happened to your sister, what would you do?
Or whoever.
If you know anything about this, Randy John, for her at least, if you care about her, tell the truth. Tell the truth.
No,
We've been down that road before where you've been lying about something. You swear up and
this.
Randy John, you've lied about stuff before. You have lied and you screamed at me, you slammed doors and swore up and down you were telling the truth. Remember, I tell you over and over and over again, don't tell lies, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to create a bad reputation, and then when you do tell the truth, nobody's going to believe you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Here we are. Here we are. I can't say beyond a shadow of a doubt right now that you did or did not do this. I don't think that you did, but I can't prove it. And I already told you that the evidence can hurt you. Because there's a whole lot of it, and you created it all.
Mom, are you okay with us talking with him? Just us?
Yeah. Okay. He's got it. I get my water bottle.
I'll get you another if you need it. You want another one?
With his parental figure gone, police are hopeful that Randy will start to actually tell them the truth, or at least some version of it, and it doesn't take long.
I know that this looks bad. Did you go over there to kill her, or did we?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's good. I mean, were you just... I know this can be kind of embarrassing to talk about in front of your mom, so that's why I wanted to kind of give us some space to just, you and I, to talk. What I want to know... How did this happen?
I wasn't over there all night.
Buddy, listen. Randy, look, I know you're there.
I just got done talking to your mom, and she said that, I mean, you're 14, right? I think every 14-year-old's kind of had some thoughts about what a woman's like and things like that. And I heard that you've been kind of exploring some nudity. Is that what's going on, man? The thing is, Grandma's got no reason to lie to me, and you have no reason to lie to me about that either. That's totally normal and totally fine. So is that something I heard you taking Grandpa's phone and taking a look at that?
No, I don't do it on Grandpa's phone. I haven't been able to do it since I had my computer, because she takes everything away.
Well, is it true that you were looking at some of that stuff? Like I said, it's totally normal, man. Okay. And like I said, I think like Detective Hardy said, it's totally normal to want to find out about these things. Especially for someone, it seems like you really truly cared about this woman.
Yeah.
And maybe you just wanted to figure out what was what, man.
Well, like, maybe you went into there, you didn't expect her to be awake. And so you freaked out. You panicked. Because that's what it looks like. Is that this was oh shit. And then maybe you just slapped her around, not expecting her to, maybe you just wanted to knock her out. You didn't think you would hurt her this bad. And then you got out of there.
Because what we're trying to figure out, Randy John, is like Detective Hardy said, like we're pretty certain of what happened. What we're trying to figure out is Randy John the kind of guy that breaks into people's houses with axes and up and leaves them and murders them? Or did Randy John just make a mistake?
Randy John made a mistake, all right, and allegedly it isn't his first time. A few weeks prior to this incident, a family friend's kindergarten-aged daughter accused him of touching her inappropriately. He, of course, denied the allegations, saying he was just picking her up, and his hand slipped. Why he was hanging out with someone a third of his age in the first place and picking her up? Well, he explains that away too. In his words, he liked her because she was not judgmental. In reality, it was probably because he thought she was an easy target, just like the 91-year-old victim. And clearly, he was wrong on both accounts. The victim, of course, told detectives everything that happened, and surprisingly, it's pretty similar to Randy's account. Except in reality, he purposefully touched her, committing battery, something he's not too eager to admit. Another thing he's not eager to admit? That the 91-year-old tried to retaliate, and she actually did a pretty good job at it. The woman fought for her life, kicking, screaming, and ultimately wrestling him off the bed. Her fight is what detectives believe caused Randy to flee. What he could have done was not take advantage of a 91-year-old woman who was just trying to sleep peacefully in her bed, or not entered her bedroom in the first place, an action that he still can't logically explain. And what he says next really drives home what his full intention was. Because obviously, it wasn't just to keep her quiet so he could escape. It may have been to keep her quiet forever.
I started trying to find something I could use to wrap her arms up.
Did you find anything?
I was trying to get the blankets I could. She kept moving her arms around. I couldn't quite get them, or I could wrap them with the blanket.
And that what happened? I know this is gonna be hard, man.
I don't remember if I wrapped her arms with my arm, or if I rolled her over. I don't remember what I did.
Why would you have rolled her over to so that you were on her side? And...
I would have pushed her onto her stomach.
Okay.
Is that just to keep her from, like, flailing off the bed, or what was that for?
Just to put her in a position where she couldn't just reach up and grab.
When did you get on top of her?
She was was just trying to get her to stop moving.
Okay. Is that why you got on top of her?
Please, so.
You believe so or you know so? That's what I'm trying to understand that.
I don't remember everything.
I know you remember, Randy. Don't. When we've already gone through that, I know you remember. Is this something you're not going to forget? I know you remember. What I'm trying to understand is how a 14-year-old young man goes from watching your own living room and probably was aroused by that, and that's fine, totally natural, to going into this whole woman's bedroom and then progressing rather than putting her arms behind her back. I don't think that's how you planned on it going down. I think you did panic. I think that's reasonable. But I want to know that you're telling me the truth. We deal with this kind of stuff every day, man. This doesn't make you a bad person. But I want to understand the truth, man.
And Randy, you also need to remember we've already talked with. She remembers everything.
Police have more than enough information and evidence to book Randy John. He's left alone to deal with the consequences of his actions, though he clearly doesn't understand the severity of it yet. But our favorite person is about to try and get that across to him. Ultimately, Randy John received a sentence that it seems no one but detectives anticipated. He pleaded guilty to burglary and battery, resulting in 25 years in prison. Despite his age, the severity of the crime and his clear depravity resulted in him being sentenced as an adult. He will be on the offender registry for 30 years, where he belongs.